tell you about more about the Digital Sky platform. This is a website on which the drone data is available. Okay, so that's a Digital Sky platform, what we call. Okay, you can, when you open a digitalsky.dgca.go.in, will give you this website. Okay, so you can see it showing you a Digital Sky home icon is there. Then you have issued UINs, US models, training, and remote pilots. And if you see down, there are, there are hyperlinks are available for, like, apply for type certification, apply for unique identification number. So you can see D1 form, D2 form. Okay, UIN for D2 for model or nano US. Then transfer of unmanned aircraft system, that is D3 form. Remote pilot certificate, that is D4. Authorization for remote pilot training organization, that's a BFC kind of institute, so D5 form. You can create a flight plan, that is required when you need to create a flight plan when you are doing it flying a zone in yellow zone. Okay, you can add a branch, like I have already flying at Dule. I can always add Igatpuri as a branch, but then I have not created Igatpuri as a branch, but I have got Igatpuri as a separate organization over there. So I have a two organization. One is a flying location in Dule location, and second is at my what is this called as Igatpuri. Okay, I can further, if I add one more location, I can add it as a branch also. Okay, the branch to my RPTO. Then we can have a train the trainer, that this is normally additional, like when we train more than 100 students at our branch of Igatpuri or at the location of Igatpuri, I can make that location as a train the trainer location also. Okay, so I can start creating instructors at my location itself also. Okay, so that is what. So if you scroll down, you can see the same options are available. Okay, apply, unique, and all that. Whatever you see here, you can see the same options available at the scroll down location also. Okay, yesterday we saw about the airspace map where it was showing you. Did we see this screen? The red zone, yellow zone, green zone yesterday?
No, sir.
No, right? So we are seeing this first time. So when you go to Digital Sky, you can scroll down and you can see this airspace map. It will open a new window or new screen, and it will show you the India sky map. Okay, airspace map with respect to the digital drone. So I have just removed all the legends over here, and I will just little bit add. So you can see this is a normal map of India. Okay, now you can find, let's say, international boundary. So this is my international boundary with respect to the other land areas. Okay, in the sea I don't require to define any international boundary over here, but whereas the land is there and it is connecting to other country, I am defining this. So this is a 25-kilometer area. This red line, the thickness is 25-kilometer area. Okay, so I can zoom and I can show you, right? So this area is 25-kilometer. Okay, understand that. So that is what is being defined here. So this is a red zone. In this 25-kilometer area, I am not supposed to fly a drone without permission. I am not allowed. It is only the Air Force, Defense, Armed Forces, or Navy. Even in the sea, okay, there is a area which is defined to fly a drone only. Okay, so only Navy, Armed Forces, and the Air Force areas are being defined to fly the drone in this area. Okay, then you can see the state boundaries. Okay, you can see the black, and the state is been defined, like you have a Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan. Okay, Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Ladakh, all these areas been defined as of states. Okay, states or union territories. Then now if I deep dive, okay, let's see Mumbai. Okay, let me see the Mumbai airport. Okay, I can see here the airport icon is there. Okay, so this is my restricted area. Okay, the airport is my restricted area, so I can define a red zone on around the airport area. Okay, let me make it little bit smaller. So with respect to airport, because I have a 2 landing strip and the aerodrome also is there. Okay, the Juhu airport is also an airport, so that's why you see 2 circles over here, right? So this is overlapping red zones about the airport red. Even you see there is another red zone over here. Okay, because a new airport is coming up near the new Mumbai location. Okay, so that's why you see these 2. Now I can create what is my airport yellow. Okay, that is 5 kilometers to 8 kilometer range. Okay, you see here a clear cut circle of red and clear cut circle of inner yellow. Okay, airport yellow. Then another airport yellow, that is 8 to 12 kilometers. You can see here. So you can see Mumbai area is completely covered under red and yellow zones. Okay, so it's very difficult, like, until you are living in South Bombay. But even South Bombay, you have a another set of restrictions. Okay, there it is a very high sensitive area, so you can fly drone. So basically, if I click on the red zone, you can see completely Mumbai is covered under the red zone. Okay, you can see even South Bombay is completely under. There are small red zones are there in the South Bombay. Okay, they are red zones. Okay, if I click on temporary red zone, okay, I don't know where it is showing, but let me off it, make it little bit smaller for you to understand. If I click, okay, there is nothing in Mumbai area, but if you see uh, area, okay, red zone, if I off it, you can see even the area around where northwestern areas like Gujarat and Rajasthan, they will be also part of red zone. Okay, you can see they are red zone up to all the north and west districts or states are covered under the red zone. I want to see if anything is there as a temporary. I don't think so there is anything temporary red zone is there. Okay, or I can always off all the things and then see whether there is something coming up by clicking on temporary red zone. So I don't see anywhere there is a temporary red zone which is valid for 96 hours. So there is nothing as as such a temporary red zone is there. Okay, so you can see even the Nasik area, right? Let's see the Nasik area where we are going to fly the drone. Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere here. Okay, you can see Shirdi, you can see Nasik, Ozar. Okay, so your airport is somewhere in Ozar. Okay, near those. It's not in Nasik, but it's a little bit outskirts of. So I can see, click on state. I can click on airport area. So this is the Nasik airport region. You can see yellow zone, airport yellow. Okay, you can create. So now you can see the red zone, right? There are additional red zones are there. Okay, like if you see here also in Mumbai, near Pune region also. If I remove this, you can see only the airport of Pune, Solapur, or Shirdi. All that are showing as a red zones and yellow zones. But when I click on red zone, you can see this particular entire area of Pune, Ahmednagar, and Solapur is also. Even there are some places in the sea are been also been defined as a red zones. You can see here even this particular area, like, okay, Div, Daman, all these places, even some places near Jalna, or these places also been termed as red zone. Where I'm going to fly my drone? I'm going to fly drone somewhere here. So my area is somewhere here. Okay, you can see this water area. This is Vaitarna Lake. Okay, so more I zoom it, I will go inside. Okay, there is a village called Sarwad. Okay, so you can see this path. This is a road. So I'm going to come from this location. Okay, and you can see this is a road. Okay, on the lake itself. Okay, I can see there is a village by name Zarwad. Okay, so you can see Zarwad BK. So this is the area which I'll be crossing, I'll be passing, and I'll be coming here. So this 10JUNE Lake Vaitarna Resort is our location. Okay, so this is the location where I'm going to fly my drones. You can see here. Okay, I will zoom it further. I don't know. This is the only max I can zoom. So this is the area where I'm going to fly my drones. So you can see there is this entire area, this entire property is called a status. Okay, the status. You will see the board outside, the status. In that, the first property, 1 acre place, is given to Villa by Spandan Homes, whereas 6 acres of land or 6 plots belongs to this 10JUNE Lake. Now it has been renamed as Jaishin Lake Vaitarna Resort. Okay, so that is the area where we are going to fly our drone. So you see we are completely in the green zone. Okay, we are completely in the green zone. We are away from the red zone and all those things. So that is how it is. We are safe to fly our drones for training purposes. Okay, whereas you can see the digital sky, it is showing complete northwest. Now if I click on this, I can see till what time This was defined on 14th of May 2025, and this red zone is till 13th of June. So I may have to see whether after 13th June they are going to remove this red zone, or may they extend it also. Okay, they may extend further, because earlier it was till 3rd June. They have extended till 13th June now. So they may discontinue this as a red zone after 13th June, or they may extend it for another 2 weeks period, because that's a currently high sensitive area because of the war with the Pakistan. Right now ceasefire is there, but we do not know how much long that ceasefire or any outcome has come out of the ceasefire. Okay, similarly, if you see, there are some sensitive areas in West Bengal, some in West Bay of Bengal also is there. Okay, or I don't know whether there is something defined. Yes, Port Blair Airport is also under red and yellow zones are there, or there are some sensitive islands are also there which are been defined as a red zones. Okay, you can see here areas. Okay, whereas you see Port Blair and some area about the Port Blair or Andaman Nicobar Islands been defined as a temporary or red zones. Okay. Even if you see here in Chennai or Andhra Pradesh, right, especially the area of I don't know where is Tirupati. Okay, some areas of Karnataka and all those things are also sensitive areas. You can see some pocket size locations, they are completely called as, I don't know why this has been called, but because they do not have any writing what is this area and why this area has been defined as area. So we have given a suggestion to DGCA that when you are marking any area as a red zone, you define why that area has been defined as a red zone or for what purpose. Now earlier even they were not defining the start date and end date, but now they have started defining the start date and end date for that, but they are not defining why this particular area is made a red zone. Okay, so you can see here, there are certain places which have been defined as due to some political or some importance and all those things they are there, like Madurai, like you see Madurai temple, Madurai airport is also there right now. So that is the reason why that area is been sensitized as all that. So if I click here, okay, I can see, okay, zone 1, zone 2, they have limited. Okay, if I do it, so yellow zone, name of the zone, airport yellow. Okay, so that restrictions is there. So they are defining those areas. Okay, so that's all about the airspace map. If you go back to digital sky platform, you can see how many drones are being registered over here. Okay, so you can see total 33,690 drones are being registered. You can see the first UIN number here given for a person by Neil Dhananjay Gokhale. Okay, his drone was of micro, but it is a PA. PA means what? You can see here, PA means non-type certified drone, which was provisionally accepted. That means this drone was not prior to the drone rules. Okay, this drone was having a data or registered prior to the drone rules 2021. So issued, this UIN was older UIN numbers. Okay, so these were provisionally accepted. So if you see the latest one, you can see like DJI Mini 2, it is giving EX. EX means as per the drone rules 21, type certified is not required, because this is a nano drone. Okay, not required for operating a model or a nano remotely piloted aircraft system or a nano US. Okay, but these drones can be only used for non-commercials. So nano UAS cannot be used for commercial purposes. So though DJI Mini 2 has capability of using it for commercial purposes, but this has been excluded and cannot be used for commercial. Like a lot of people, you fly DJI Mini 2, it has a good camera and all the things they capture, videography and use for commercial purposes. But government is saying that though this drone is there, this cannot be used for commercial activities. Okay, whereas there are drones like Maru drones, right? Okay, these are agriculture drones. You can see the aloft weight 3.4. Okay, so this could be a small class drones. This having a type certified. So you can see by the name Sky Swift 56. So if you go on the company, you type Maru drones. Okay, so you can see what is this type of drone. Okay, that is Sky Swift 56. you can go and search on the platform in the products. Okay, Sky Swift is what? So they have primarily their drones as agriculture drones, whereas this could be a different drone. So you can see here they do not have as us anything defined over here about that particular drone. Okay, so maybe we have to see search. Okay, so maybe this is Marut, not Marut. This is probably, I don't know what company is this. Maybe I have to give a right information. Okay, it is the same company it is showing, but it is not showing anything about that particular drone. So maybe I have to, they may not have officially published this type of drone. So let me search by the name. Okay, what is this drone? So a specific model, okay, refers to digital sky platform, okay, US certificate. So this may be a recently given status. Okay, so I can search on any other third party software, like this is again bots and drones, also gives me a lot of information with respect to the type certification of the drones. So let me see if it is this drone. So type of list of type certified drones on 4th June. So recently this drone like AgriBot drone, Cybadge, Daksh, okay, on this particular maybe I have. Okay, so recently if there are drones which are being given a type certified drones, it might be having it. So I cannot find it here. Let me search. Okay, so 109. Okay, so recently it has got the type certification. That's why their website is not having update on that. So maybe in near future they will add that type of drones. Okay, so RPTOS. So I can search by this drone, but this drone may not be a type certified drone. So this type of drones they are using for training purposes also. This is a very small drones. Okay, so whereas if you see we are using, if I type here AgriBot, okay, if I type AgriBot over here, it will show me 5 drones. Okay, or AgriBot A6 I can type. Okay, so I can see this is the drone which I am flying. Okay, so if I type AgriBot A6 in Google, I can find out the type of that drone which I am flying for my. So this is the drone which I am flying for my training purposes. Okay, so this is the drone which I am going to fly, which we are going to fly during our training sessions. Okay, so this is, you can see here more details about this is a DGCA type certified drone. Hexacopter it is. You can see in 7 minutes it can complete 1 acre. It can complete 25 to 30 acres spray in a day. Okay, it uses less water, so only 8 to 10 liter is required for 1 acre. Earlier I told you 200 liters was required for 1 acre. So see how much water is saved over here. Okay, so you can see the specifications about the size details. It uses 21,000 mAh of batteries. It requires 2 batteries per charge. Okay, it has a 4G connectivity. No, it doesn't have a 4G connectivity. Live data transmission of video. No. Obstacle detection, yes. Bike back carriage is possible, yes. So you can carry this particular drone on the bike also. Okay, so you can carry to a very rural areas this type of drone. So if you see this, so this is one of the drone. Even we are using AgriBot. This is white in color. So we are going to fly even this type of drone. Okay, this is the first DGCA certified type of drone. Okay, so this is what was used earlier. So if you type here IoTech, okay, so you can see A5 drones also. Okay, so you can see some drones. These type of older drones are being used by a lot of companies earlier also. Okay, so if you go to US model, this will tell you about the type certified drones. So how many types of certified drones are there? 118 type certified drones are there. So if you scroll here, you can see that drone which got certified recently, that was 118, right? 118 or some it was there. You can see here the drone which got certified recently by Marut drones. You can see here skip try. So that is 109. Okay, so that was basically maybe a surveillance drone is there. Okay, this could be a surveillance drone. That's why you see the weight capacity is less, but this can go up very high up in the scale. But if you see the earlier drones made by IoTech, so let's search drones by IoTech. So you can see there are only 4 drones certified by this company or by this. So first was AgriBot, which is we are going to fly. The all of weight of this drone is 24.9 and maximum height it can attain is 98 feet. Similarly, we are going to fly this AgriBot A6 also. So both are from small class. Okay, you can see they are both from small class. So their maximum weight is 24.90 or 24.88. Maximum height what it can achieve is 98. When we get an authorization, okay, we are going to purchase this drone. Okay, AgriBot MX. Okay, so that is also around weight of 28. So because if you see search by MX, okay, if you go by MX, okay, if you go here MX, okay, if you see the specification of this drone, okay, okay, see now here the battery weight is 25. Okay, so here because of the battery weight, the weight of the drone is increased. But if you see overview, it can in 1 acre 7 minutes. Again same, everything is same in this. Okay, what is the best part is that it, you know, acre per charge. So 3 acres can covered in one particular battery. So within that 15 minutes or 20 minutes of time frame, if you have a big large area of land, it can complete in one cycle per battery charge. It can do 3 acres. But if you see AgriBot A6, I don't know how much it was taking. Okay, it was only able to cover 2 acres of land. If you see AgriBot, okay, the older drone, okay, if you see features, whether they have defined or not, I don't know. They have not defined, but this drone was only able to cover 1 acre of land in a one battery cycle, whereas A6 was able to cover 2 acres, whereas MX is able to cover 3 acres in one battery cycle. So see the efficiency, how much has been improved, okay, in one battery cycle. So you can cover more land by using MX drones. A6 was giving you 2 times compared to A5. This A5, this is called A5 drone. Okay, the green drone is A6, and then higher medium class is showing MX drones. So that's how they have improved. Okay, so that is how you know there are 118 type certified drones are there. Okay, so you can see this is the first drone certified. This A5. Okay, AgriBot A5 is the first drone got certified as a type certified, and subsequently like this drone model V drone is used. This is a small drone. See the weight of this drone, it is just 5 kg, whereas our drone is 24, almost 5 times the weight of the training drone. So this drone is maximally used by RPTOs for training purposes. Okay, so you can see there are other small drones also in less than weight. So you can see wherever like this Netra also can be used, but then this is actually a surveillance drone. This cannot be used for training. It will, because this drone itself will be costing you 10 lakh rupees. Okay, if you search by the name Idea Forge Limited on Google, okay, you can come to know about that company. This is the #1 company in drone manufacturing. Okay, Idea Forge. Okay, so this is the same company. You must have seen a movie called Three Idiots, right? Have you seen the movie Three Idiots?
Yes.
Yes, and you have seen a drone flying. There was a drone shown in the flying, right, in that movie.
Right.
So the owner of this company, the 3 owners who are there, Ankit and all. Okay, so they are the same people who made that drone. So in 2008, they made that drone. That same drone was used in that movie, and that's how they started their entrepreneur journey. And they have started their drone manufacturing. and they, currently is the number one company in the drone segment. So they had a complete ecosystem for a drone. They are more or less with the attached with the defense and the surveillance part. Okay, so they have made their own drones and they are using their drones for surveillance, mapping, and defense part. So these are different drones. So some drones are certified drones or type certified drones. Some drones are not, or they are in a process of certifying it. So you can see here Switch UAE, Netra 5, Zolt, or I don't know why it is. Okay, so you can see here these are the Netra V Pro, Netra Q, and all those things are available. So you can click on any of this drone to find more detail about that. Okay, you can see here. So 90 minutes. See, since it is a very lightweight, you are getting more endurance over here. Okay, very less, because if you see Netra is how much? 5 kg only. So definitely it needs less power, so that whatever the power is required to pull that weight is being utilized to give you more endurance. Okay, so you can see it as having 25x optical zoom. Okay, so you can see here the image. It is a quadcopter. Okay, very small quadcopter made with high carbon fiber structure. So it just has the 4 arms, smaller in size. Okay, and this body will only have a smaller, it will have a top portion will be the battery, middle portion would be the flight controller and the sensors, and below you can see there is a gimbal with the camera. But now here you see that challenge here is you can only take images on a particular angle. Okay, you can do pan and tilt. Rest of the area you can see this legs will be. These are not detachable or not retractable arms. You can see a 25x payload. You can change the payloads or this thing. You can change it to thermal also, like thermal camera with 4x digital zoom. Okay, so you can see images captured by that same drone. Okay, see here. Okay, they have their own software also to manage. So that is called Blue Fire Touch Ground Control Station. So which will give you a complete image how the software. Okay, you can see they have a tablet. This is a Samsung tablet with a casing, so that's why it looks like that. But this is a so you can download the brochure to see more detail, but then you have to fill all the data, then only they allow you to fill the you get that brochure over here. Okay, so coming back to our digital sky platform, then you can see training over here. So earlier these are all the data related. So these are all the RPTOs. So there are 178 RPTOs are there, but not necessarily all are functional as of now. For example, if you search by name Bombay Flying Club, okay, F. So I'd say Bombay. You can see there are 2 names. So this is our Dhule location and this is for our new location. So out of this you can see here, though the 2 names are there, only one is operational. We are not operating anymore from this location or this particular registration what we have done it. So over the period, like when the new data is been uploaded, probably this name will not come. As of now, the DGCA has not updated. They are only updating the newer set of RPTOs, but there are a lot of RPTOs which may not be functional from this list. So I can say that morely 50% are operational, 50% are non-operational. So if you see from 178, okay, so 178 means I can make 180. So almost 90 are not functional, 90 are functional, I can say roughly. Okay, if you click on remote pilots, you can see there are 13,594 pilots registered here. But now this data is not updated. So if you click on the last report, okay, so you can see it is lastly it was updated somewhere around 6th February 2025. Okay, some are updated, some are not updated. So there is not updation happening on this website. Okay, so if you see 13,000 is the list what it is showing here, plus more or less 3,000 to 5,000 offline certificates are being generated. Okay, so currently only offline certificates are being generated. It will get migrated to the new platform. So I can show you the new platform is this. So all the data what you see here on this Digital Sky platform will move to this new website over here. This is called as EGCA. So you are even every pilot will get a login. So you can see here there is a login. Right now creating a login or making a login over here is of no use, because this website is like a dead website. Only UIN is getting updated, US model is getting updated, and any issues or anything is getting updated over here. Nothing else is updated. Okay. Remote pilot, this data is not, I mean the pilot data is not getting updated. So it will come here directly. You see here there is a EGCA login is there. Okay. So you will be given a login over here. So if I click, okay, so I say login. Okay. Sign up. If I click on sign up, you can see here there is an option for drone pilot. You can see here even for remote pilot training organization, we can create our login over here. Pilot operators is there. Remote pilot, you can see here. So this remote pilot is basically where you can create a new user, but then you don't require to create it now. They are capturing your email ID, so you will get an email from the DGCA where they will ask you to create a new user over here, and then all your remote pilot certification information will be available on this portal. Okay, so as of now you don't require, I am just showing you for your purpose. So earlier we used to create, whenever you complete your training, we will ask our pilots to create a login over here, and then we used to map your data over here as a remote pilot. So if you search here, you can see my name is there. Okay, if I type here, you can see here my name as a pilot was visible. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so I have done my course from this organization when I was there. So it was 2023 and I got certified as a remote pilot. First certification what I did. Okay. Yes, Hargodeep, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have used this email ID previously for login for the flight crew. So, will it be acceptable, or I have to give another one?
For what purpose you said?
For flight crew.
Flight crew.
Yeah.
Where it was used?
EGCA login only.
On EGC login, right? So EGC login is going to update. So the same ID you can use it later on when they ask you to create an ID over here for as a remote pilot.
Okay.
Okay. So same ID you can use. It should not be an issue.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a different requirement. That is a different purpose. You see here. Sorry. Let me show you again. I think Arkodeep got disconnected. So let him join back. So if you go to EGCA login, okay, you go to sign up, you click here. So if you go here, okay, there is different logins, different types of users. So your ID is going to get created for this remote pilot. Okay, whereas you might be using into what other segment you said?
Flight crew.
Where is that? I don't see anything anywhere as a flight crew. Is it called some different name?
That I'm not sure about, but I've done it long time ago, around 2 years
They
ago.
might have changed it. They might have changed it. So there is a lot of changes happening on this website. Like you see, there was something earlier as a remote pilot, okay, but now they are also called something called as a drone operator also, okay. So you can have a drone operator also. You can see operator maybe type it could be individual, it could be company, or maybe like you are making some kind of a organization. Okay, you can be individual operator, you can be as a company, it could be state government, central government, union territory, or maybe some kind of autonomous body. Okay, so depending upon what purpose it is. So that is one operator is there. Then for pilot also, you can go to sign up, you can click here. Okay, you can see a remote pilot is there. Or for us also there is something called training organization also there. So I can submit here. Okay, and what type? Again, the training organization can be an individual, it could be company, state government based, central government, UT, or anything like that. Yes, if I click individual, then it may ask me to create, new ID and all that things. So that I can do it. But as of now, there is no instructions for us to do anything on the EGCA platform. So as of now, we are just waiting for DGCA to come up with this. So they are all working in backend and they are trying to. This is not, again, even this thing is not fully functional as of now. Okay, for that. So that's why we are not using this portal also. So don't worry about this. Once they have the full functional portal available, they will give us the instructions accordingly. Even when we get the intimation, we will be contacting our students for the things, because we are actually supposed to maintain your data on the portal. Okay, that is what is guidelines. So currently you must have heard that DGCA has made mandatory to maintain their own websites to FTOs also. Okay, the flight training organization, they have made it mandatory to maintain the website with certain amount of data. So you have to maintain the student data. So similarly, we are also building our own website. We are already have updated website, but then because of the new guidelines coming from the DGCA, even on the drone portal, like if you go to Bombay Flying Club website, okay, so you can see here. So only recently we have got our updated website. Okay, our website got updated, but it is not completely 100% updated. So we are going to change. We are going to upload even our students who are getting trained. That data is also supposed to be captured over here. Okay, as per the DGCA. So we are not put up anything, but we will be in a drone segment of the page. We'll have all our student data also available. If you go here and you go to drone flying segment, okay, here we are only publishing about the course, okay, about our course, but there will be a segment coming over here as where your name will be listed also with your date of SS. So you can always go, you can refer to the people also that, okay, I have been trained from Bombay Flying Club and my, the number of my drone pilot is so and so, and its start date is this and expiry date of my license is that. So it will be handy, it will be available over here. Okay, so that is what we are going to put. Even if you provide your feedbacks, your whatever, you provide a good feedback about the training and all the things which we are going to capture. So we now normally capture all that information also. So we'll be posting it here. So all our students feedbacks will be also provided over here. Okay, so that is what we are going to update here. So similarly, when Digital Sky comes up with the data requirement and all thing and updation, we'll call you and tell you about updating your information on the Digital Sky platform or on the EGCA platform. Okay, so that is all about the Digital Sky platform. So if you scroll down, okay, you can see here Drone Rules 2021. You click on that link. Okay, when you click on that link, you can see that same PDF which I shared you. You can download it from here. So that is available here. You can refer anytime. You read it. I will run you through this particular PDF when you come tomorrow, and we'll see each line by line and some of them during the initial session, because before the test I am supposed to do a summary revision for your theory. Okay, so tomorrow first thing what we are going to do is summary revision. So you have to be at the resort maximum by 10:30, 11. Okay, so that is 11 is the check-in. So you can check in, you can make sure yourself are fresh, you can have a breakfast and thing. And we are going to start our session. Earlier I used to start at 11, but now I have just changed the timing from 11 to 12. So by 12 to 1 we'll do the theory revision. Then we will be doing lunch. From 1 to 2 we'll be doing the lunch, and from 2 to 5 we'll be doing simulators. Okay, simulator sessions, and after the tea we're going to do your test. Yes, Arkodeep, you have a question?
Yes, sir. The lady told me the check-in is at 1.
1? Not
Yes.
1, it should be 11. Check with her how it can be 1.
Yeah, for me also they have said the same thing, sir. Like 1 o'clock only, 1 or 2 o'clock, I think so. So it's not before that. So then I asked them, ki, what about the bags? So they said that you can keep it in the storeroom. This is what they said.
Let me check. Hold on. Good that you told me about this. Let me check. Okay. Anyway, I think that lady may be traveling back to her home. She may not respond me on the WhatsApp. So I'll wait for her response to come back. Accordingly, I'll communicate you the exact timing. But most of the time, it is has to be 11. You have to reach, because the more late you go, when you are going to be trained and other things, you will be losing a day right over there. So let's see. I will communicate to you that on separately. Okay, so you have to start early and reach, I think, by 11 only. That is what is our plan so far as per we are. If there is any change, I will communicate to you accordingly.
Yes, sir. I'm reaching Igatpuri by 8 in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
morning.
Okay. Okay, so that is all about the uh, digital Sky platform. So any questions you have so far? Yes, Darshan.
Sir, on this, on the digital sky, basically the type rating certified ones, what they are showing is 118. There are different companies. So what I did is that most of these companies are based into agriculture, drones, or the expensive ones. So if anything, I'm searching for a drone which is related to photography. I
For what
don't
purpose?
find it
Photography, na?
photography
So
purposes.
you don't have to search for. So that is what I'm saying. Anyway, type certified drones will be always expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
So, for example, I mean, if you are looking only for photography, then there is no type certified drone which is only designed for photography. Nobody has gone into that kind of area, because
Okay.
if you see only for photography, it will not fall in a small category, because you are just a small camera. The weight of the drone will not exceed 2 kg also. Okay, so it will be somewhere in micro. So let me search if there is something called micro drones. Okay, so there are only these drones. Like you see, there is a Saravan drone. This is in micro, but again, this drone is not used for photography. This is again for surveillance only. Or
Right.
Time micro is also there, which is, I don't think so. This drone is available at
No,
the
I've checked. Basically, I've checked all these four, but they are not for photography again.
These
It's
are not
mostly
photography.
for surveillance and agriculture
Yes,
types.
yes. So if you see all these type certified drones, there are only two types of drones, or rather three types of drones. One is for agriculture, other is for surveillance, and third, one or two drones are only there for purpose of training only. So there
Okay.
is no drone being developed as of now as such for normal photography. So that's why we are actually have to compete with DJI. Okay, so nobody has come up with that kind of type certified drone which can compete with DJI. That's why most of the photography drones people prefer to use DJI drones.
DJ.
Okay, or you can go for competitors of DJI like Parrot, Hotel, or Skydio. Okay, they are also available, which you can. I don't know whether any type of that drone is been registered. Let me search here. Hotel.
Garuda has recently launched a drone called Droni. I
Ah,
don't know about the quality and all.
yeah, yeah.
The
But that,
quality is
that is a
bad there,
copy
sir.
of that is a copy of what is this DJI. Okay, so there is no other. Here it is. Okay, this drone is there, but that is again in micro, and but I don't know. This is the name. This is not actually the drone. Let me
Mhm.
search by this name online. Okay, so yes, this drone is from Hotel Robotics. So this is also a good drone.
Yeah, but
Uh,
again, it is on the expensive side.
yeah,
It's
yeah, this
7
is
lakh
also.
rupees.
Yeah, yeah. This is basically a very specialized drone. I think you can see
Mhm.
it is similar to DJI. Uh, but they will not be very cheaper. Okay. So basically, if you want a cheaper drone from DJI, it can be somewhere around 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs will be available for photography, good photography drones.
So sir, once that is bought and then that can be registered here as a
Yeah, you can
with
register
the
on my
UIN.
channel. Yes, you can register
Okay.
here. You can see, I can search here. Let me search by, what is that? Air 3S. Let's see. I don't know. Anybody has registered Air 3S? Yes. So people have registered. So recently, let's say 17 March, I can see the recent one, DJI Air 3S on 10th of June. Today only somebody has registered. Pushpandi Yellupa. Okay. So that is weight of 1.70. So that is what they have got the UN number. Okay. So June 10 June. So two drones have been registered. Air 3S or 3S, the same name. Somebody, when you are typing the name, they may not have typed it properly. So normally you should have typed DJI Air 3S. Okay. So two drones have been registered. On 8th June there was one. Then on 7th June there was one. Again 7th June there were three drones. So this is very popular now, as of now. Okay.
Yeah.
Even one or two students after the training or during the training they have purchased these drones also. I don't know. Let me check whether what was his name. So let me see. There was student by name Utsav Pandya. Whether he has not yet registered his drone. Okay.
But again, sir, there is a problem with this, right? Like if it is about 250 grams, then again on the flights and all those things will be an issue to carry.
So
like international flights, for example.
yeah. Yes. So there are challenges around that I can understand. But then again, we do not have any control or anything.
Maybe micro, which is below 250 grams.
Yeah. So you see, micro is between 2 kg to about 250 to 2 kg. So you can search by nano.
Nano.
There are hundreds of nano drones registered on the platform. They are in X, like Mini Pro is a nano. Even Mini 3 Pro. Okay, this Mini Pro is basically a nano drone. But if you see, there are almost how much? Okay, they are EX. EX means what? Cannot be used for commercial purposes. Okay, for your own purpose, your own recreational, your own hobby, and all the things, you can use this tool. Okay, capture this. But if you are doing it for some third person as a commercial activity and it is found out, it can be this thing. So I think there is some problem. They are saying that it is can be 1 p.m. checking. So we can say let's not start early tomorrow. I think there is some issue is there. So let's try to. I mean, anyway, I think you guys are coming by train, right? So we'll come early. So we need to see how we can do.
Sir, what they have said is that they have an option to keep the bag somewhere.
So
in the
bags
store.
can be kept.
Then you can go and continue.
If there are
doing
some
this.
rooms are available, they will give you that room. That is not a problem. Okay. So you come. Let's see. Maximum by 11 you should reach the resort. We will see what is options. We can use some standby rooms for getting freshen up and all that things. And I don't know why this is the first time I'm seeing this problem over here. Okay, because of the current vacation is going on, right? The bookings are a lot of there. So but there will be some standby rooms will be there, and we need to see what is available over there. Okay, so you come max by 11. We'll start our sessions by 12, and because our training room is there, or training location is there, where we can sit comfortably and washrooms are available and all the things can be done. So not to worry about it. We can keep our baggages in our training location also, or we can keep it in our drone store also. So not to worry about that part and nothing. If some rooms are available, you can get it early also. Okay, so not worry about that. I don't know why they are changing the in time. Okay, so that anyway I'll fix it up back later on. But anyway, we are not much people available, so not to worry about. Let's reach maximum by 11 over there, and we can start our training by 12. Okay, so as per the schedule, what we'll try to do things over there. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay, so Nano, I think you can use it for personal but not for commercial activities. Okay, that is what it is clearly mentioned over there. So total you see 13,000 nano drones are registered out of 33,690. But if you see the pilots is only 13,000. Okay, so we have very less number of pilots registered or done trainings, or they are officially trained for flying the drones. Okay, if you remove 13,000 drones from nano drones from this 33,000, we still have almost 20,000, whereas pilots are only 13,000 pilots. Okay, so still we are behind. If you see US, when they started the drone regulations in 2015 or 16, okay, within 1 year they got 1 lakh people certified as a pilots on their platform. Okay, in that year 2015, 2016 or 2017, within a period of 1 year they got 1 lakh. So now they have more number of people, I mean, certified as a drone pilots over there. So you see how much amount of drone activity they are doing compared to what we are doing. So we are only having 33,000 drones registered and against 13,000 pilots only. So we are very lagging behind in this area also. Okay, so adoption rate is very low compared to the drone what we are expecting, but gradually, like even you see this number 33,000, earlier this was 15,000. So last 1 year this has got doubled up. So 2024, 2020, end of 23 till date, this has gone doubled up. Okay, so in last one and a half year, this number has almost doubled up. So catching up, we are doing a lot of catching up in the drone industry. Even the pilots, this number was right now 13,000. 1.5 year it was 8,000 only. So this also has almost doubled up. So actually here it is showing 13,000 plus offline you can add another 5,000. So 13 plus 5, 18,000. So you can see from 8,000 we have come to 18,000 pilots now registered. Okay, on the digital officially drone pilots or licensed pilots, what we can say we have. We are estimating that this number will get doubled up in next 1 year. So right now whatever we are saying 18,000, we may see that maybe 40,000. Okay, 30 to 40,000 number of pilots on the digital sky coming up. Okay. So nevertheless, there is a lot of use potential is there. How and what you can use, you can do it. So for type certification of the drones, you have to use this document. This is, I told you, right? This is 110 pages in English. So 220 means half of the document is in English, half of the document is in English. So here actually it defines if you want to get your drone certified as a type certified drone. Okay, so this is the document which you need to follow and make your drone ready for certification. So there is all guidelines being given here. Okay, how, what, the documentation, what you need to do, what kind of batteries you should use, what kind of documentation is required, how the evaluation will happen of your drone. Okay, so they have given here, and they have given guidelines also. So you have to define how and what to be done. Okay, so there are 12 segments, 10 or 12 segments in this document which talks about the certification, and then some reference is there given. Okay, what documentation you need to create, that is also been provided over here. And then you see this is what you need to fill, flight test schedule and checklist, all that things. Okay, and how they are testing it, what reference. So this is very complex document. So to understand this document itself takes maybe 6 months to 1 year time. Okay, because every line item has some other meaning. You have to deep dive, into under. So there is a separate course conducted by QCI once in a year. Okay, so I have done this course in 2024 and cleared that course. That's why I'm able to give a consultancy for the people to make the type certified drones. Okay, here you can see there is UTM framework is defined, but I don't see any document over here. Okay, it just talks about policy for airport infrastructure, but this is not related to UTM. Okay, so I don't see anywhere as such document. I can search this by name. Again, it will point me to the same this thing. Okay, so you can see here. You can see this is a document, 20-page document made earlier in 2021, but this is not a valid, this is just a draft framework, policy framework is there for UTM. There is no clear-cut definition over here. Okay, some diagrams are there, but this is at a very initial stage of the document. Okay, not much definition is being given in this. This is just a 20-page document. It talks more about so Digital Sky platform was supposed to be your UTM software. Okay, so maybe they are having some other locations also which been defined. So you can see here, reference documents are there, but not much is been defined over here. Okay, then PLI schemes is about different schemes given by the government of India for the farmers. Okay, so they give that subsidy, right? Or like 8 lakh ka drone aapko, you get a 3 lakh subsidy over there, and then you can purchase that drone in 5 lakhs by taking a loan from the bank. So bank will sponsor the complete drone. You pay only 5 lakh back to the bank. Remaining 3 lakh subsidy will be given by the government of India. So that PLI schemes are there which can give it. Okay. Nothing much is important from the Digital Sky platform as of now. So that is only all about the Digital Sky platform. Any other questions you have? Or we are good to conclude? It's already 6 p.m. We thought we'll be completing earlier.